This is going to be short, but probably not sweet. The reason your law firm isn't growing is you. Not you personally, but your firm. And before you cross your arms and roll your eyes, just hear me out. After almost 20 years of helping law firms grow, I can tell you with absolute certainty that regardless of how the problem presents itself, be it poor financials, lagging growth, staff turnover, the real issue almost always comes down to one thing: culture. Now, I know what you're thinking. Culture, we've done that to death in our law firm. And I don't doubt it. You've probably done all the workshops, you've hung up the values posters, you do your employee of the month religiously, and maybe even handed out a few mugs with words like teamwork or innovation plastered all over them. But here's the kicker. The culture you think you have and the culture that actually exists are two completely different things. Steve Simpson is an organisational culture expert who I've known for well over 15 years, and he has this devastatingly simple litmus test to uncover what's really going on inside your firm. He calls them UGRs, the Unwritten Ground Rules. And here's how it works at its most basic level. In an anonymous setting, Steve asks your team to finish one sentence. Around here, the way things really work is, and that's it. Simple, honest, and for the most part, brutal. What comes back will be the UGRs, the unspoken rules that drive behaviour in your firm. Not the glossy values you think are driving performance, but the real rules that dictate how people act, think, and behave every day of the week. Let me paint you a picture. Your firm might proudly proclaim, "We value innovation and teamwork." It's a great sentiment, but here's what the UGRs might actually say. Around here, new ideas just create more work for everyone, so don't bother sharing them. Around here, the partners make all the decisions and no one else's opinion really matters. And then you'll wonder why that senior associate that you hired, the one who interviewed so well, becomes a nightmare 3 months in. And here's why. The UGR custodians, those influential, long-standing voices in your firm, basically got to them first. They pulled them aside, set the tone, and quietly said, "This is how things really work around here." And just like that, you've got an ant's nest, new recruits fall in line, morale gets quashed, and growth grinds to a halt. So why does this all matter? Because obviously culture drives performance, period. You can spend thousands of dollars on marketing guys like me, hire the best lawyers, and invest in every shiny tech tool under the sun. But if your team is operating under a set of UGRs that contradict your strategy, in essence, you're going nowhere. So what's the fix? Well, firstly, uncover the UGRs. Get Steve in to work with your firm on questions like, around here, the way things really work is. And brace yourself for the answers. They won't be pretty, but they'll be the truth. 2, challenge the bad ones. If a UGR is around here, mistakes get punished, you need to replace it with, around here, we learn from mistakes. And 3, the most obvious, live the change. Culture starts with you. If you want a better culture, don't just talk about it, model it every single day. Here's the bottom line. If your firm's growth is stalling, start with culture. Not the culture you think you have, but the one that actually exists. So ask yourself, what are the UGRs in your firm? And more importantly, what are you going to do to rewrite them?